friends, it's Jack's Girl. Yes, it's the dancing hand video. It's late at night and I just been inspired to make a video, so I thought I would catch you guys up with where I am, what I'm doing. If you have been following, my last video talked about, I showed you the finish that I had, that little Easter egg. Okay, so that Easter egg, like I mentioned before, I mean, that wasn't something I had planned to do, but it just so happened to happen. It's what I'm calling my situational stitching. I had a situation, so therefore I needed to stitch it, right? Because I had made a mistake when I made my bunny and decided that if I did a flat fold, I might as well use both sides, right? So I came up with that cute Easter egg pattern that out of a vintage magazine, therefore it made it situational. It wasn't something that was planned. Anyways, yeah, there's my needle. I decided to pull this one back out again. What can I tell you about this one? Okay, let me begin again. It is March 5th, 2019. I almost said 20 because I'm hoping to have this done by then. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have been working on this for so long. I think, I don't even know. I should go back and look, but it has been a long time. It's on an 18 count Fiddler's Cloth Aida. I love this. It is small, so I sometimes think I have an issue. I do notice if I'm wearing my regular glasses for seeing, that I have a difficult time working on it. So if I take my glasses off and then have it up to my face like this, I mean literally because I'm blind, it doesn't look like that to me when it's up to my face. Then I can stitch on it. If I'm wearing my contacts, I could get away with just having my readers on, and then I can do it. I do have a magnifying glass, one that hangs around your neck. That doesn't work very well for me. I find that I can't adjust my vision correctly, and then looking at the chart and then going from there. So this is Gathering Honey. Let me find you guys a picture. My chart. Yeah, the chart is kind of hard for me to read too. It's, you know, like this black, gray, red, so it's hard for me to follow sometimes, but I'm gonna get it done. So this is what it looks like in case you're not familiar with Gathering Honey. My poor copy, this was stapled on to the magazine when I got it, so I didn't do that, but it's falling apart. It was well loved, I guess. But I'm down here now, and I really should work on getting this. I love the way it looks. I think it's beautiful. For about 5 minutes, I tossed around the idea of not doing the rest and just calling it done. But when I see how beautiful it is, when everybody's finished it. So last year, Jane Nielsen, who is a FlossTuber, was talking about how she would work on a project that she wasn't too thrilled about. What was it? For 30 minutes a day on Sunday? Now I can't remember. But she put some time in on one that she wasn't crazy about, and then she got it done. So I think I need to go back to that. I need to choose a day and go back to working on it, because I do like it. It's just difficult for me, and I just can't really lay my finger on why. But it is so cute. So I really want to get this done, but I don't even feel like, I guess I'm a third of the way done maybe. Once I get here done, this part done, I'll think I'm third of the way. I don't know. But there it is. And this is what the back looks like. So I'm pretty pleased with my back. Flip this side. So I like it, and I really, I want to get it done, but then I come across other situational stitching and things I want to do. So, what else? So this is going to be like a current whip, and I'm not even going to say yet what day I want to work on this. Maybe if I say that I'll work on it for 15 minutes a day, that's like a big stretch for me because I don't really want to work on it yet. I want it done. Maybe if I say I work on it for 15 minutes a day and then maybe 30 on a certain day. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe on Sundays it'll be like my 30. And then if I want to do it longer, I can, because I can do whatever I want, right? It makes me happy. Speaking of making me happy, really quick, I went to, I'll flip through a magazine, a vintage magazine, while I talk. Well, this one here is Cross Stitch Country Crafts, and it is December 1988. It's one that I really wanted, so I'm glad that I got it. But anyways, a couple weeks ago on a Thursday night, my daughter and I went to a field trip for her, and it was overnight at an aquarium. So in California, in Long Beach, California, they have an aquarium called Aquarium of the Pacific, where they have some sharks and penguins, sea lions, octopus, jellyfish, all kinds of big fish, little fish. It was pretty neat. I didn't want to do it. I heard it was really cold, but I'm glad that we did it because I'm just going to show you pictures here, because we really actually had a good time. They kept the kids moving and entertained from 5 p.m. until lights out, which was 10. They dimmed the lights. The children fell asleep. Then they turned the lights out. It was completely dark. But it was nice. I don't sleep very well to begin with. I like to be up all night, and so I was asleep and awake and asleep and awake kind of through the night, not because I was there, but it was so dark in the room that it felt good. Anyways, I fell in love with this octopus, and I would love to draw an octopus out and then paint it. Oh, here's this side, because I think that would be pretty cool. So the pattern for this one here is in this, it's like on the first page here, and I don't see a name for it. Maybe it's all creatures, great and small, the Lord God made them all. Maybe that's what the name of this is. It's so cute. Look at the little babies here. I love this goat. How cute. Very, very cute. Anyways, my daughter enjoyed it. They ate pizza for dinner and salad. It was a nice pizza. They gave the kids a snack. They watched a nature video. They watched a cartoon video. They went around. They got to feed some of the animals that were being nursed back to health. They got to do a science project. What else? I mean, they did so many things. They got to touch sharks and stingrays and get all their questions answered that they had. Sorry. And did you know that octopus, when they lay their eggs, that they stop eating, and then just shortly after their babies hatch, they die. So it's a one-time thing, and that's it. And they have several babies. I can't remember how many, but that's just kind of sad. So their body just disintegrates, and I guess it helps to feed whatever. So usually an octopus will maybe live to be a year old. You know, they're having babies. Let's see what else. Oh, the next morning, oh my goodness, look at these. These are cute. It's on perforated paper. So the next morning, the kids were cleaning up and, and making their beds. Some kids had mattresses, like air mattresses. I had a cot. Some kids just had mats and sleeping bags. But one child who's about 9 or 10 years old just shakes out his sheets and finds a bra and was like, hey, what's this? He did not know what it was. Yeah, it was kind of funny. Of course, I shook out my sleeping bag, and out fell 5 bullets. It's my husband's sleeping bag. So there you go. Safety first, I guess. So the teachers started joking, saying, we're going to remember this field trip for a long time and call it bras and bullets. The next that weekend, actually. Oh, now this is why I wanted this. I know, I'm going to be all over the place. It's kind of like if you were here chit-chatting with me, I'm going to be all over the place. Look at this. Taryn Verley. Taryn! I can't believe it. You actually watch my videos. I was so honored. I'm catching up in your videos. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's another side story. So, I like to binge watch. I will wait and let some videos build up and then go in and binge watch. And so I can kind of get this story, and it's like having a nice visit with a dear good friend. And Taryn, you had mentioned that you do the same, and you get used to someone's voice, and then you catch up to their videos and you're disappointed because there's not more. I know, I totally get you. I totally get you, girl. But you had showed this one you've made a while back, and I just fell in love with it. And you mentioned that it's difficult. And I'm looking at the pattern, and I don't see why it's difficult. But then again, I'm having a hard time with gathering honey, and it's the same kind of situation with these colors. But there's not a lot of backstitch, so I think that's what confuses me as well in the pattern. I don't know. I'm hoping that I won't have any trouble with it. And I know you had an issue with this here because you weren't quite sure what this was, because you didn't look back at the picture and then you realized that it was a trivet. But anyways, I'm going to do this one, and I hope it's pretty easy. I would like to do this one, and I don't have this magazine. That one is from September, October issue of 88. So I'm going to be on the lookout for that one, because that one looks cute too. I do have this one, but I'm not crazy about that. But this one here was my number one, so yay me. All right, so yes, the following Saturday after that, my daughter and I went to watch the Harlem Globetrotters, and she was called out to the court by TNT, which is a female Globetrotter. She came up into the stands and asked my daughter if she wanted to help, and my daughter said, oh yes. And so she got to go down, and she actually got to play ball with them, and my daughter made a basket. It took her 4 attempts, but she did it, and I was so proud of her. If you're ever on the fence about going to see the Harlem Globetrotters, I say go. And if it's in the budget, get the good seats. Not that any of the seats are bad, but the Globetrotters get the audience involved, and they'll go out into the audience. And so if you're pretty close to the court, you have a good chance of maybe getting to do something. So I usually, say I want the cheap seats or the nosebleeds because I like to see the whole thing. And my husband's like, no. I got you some really good seats. They're pretty close to the court. And you guys will have a good time. And he was right. My husband was actually working there, and so he got to see my daughter do her thing too. He was pretty excited. And then we ran into some friends of ours, and it was actually an old schoolmate of Evelyn's, and she was pretty happy that she got to know somebody who was on the court. So it was cute. And if you follow me on Instagram under Joachim Staller, I know it's a hard name, JoachimStaller. Again, JoachimStaller. You can watch her video there if you want. Okay, I have nothing to hide. You guys can check it out. It's mostly my dog. There's some patterns on there. I can't show that. So, these are cute. I meant to make commentary on that. Yikes, made you drunk. I wish that pattern was shown here, but it's not. It's this one, which is actually really cute too. So this one here, these were cute. They were made by a woman who used to live in Alaska, which makes sense. She's got this little Eskimo girl. And I want to stitch that one. So I'm going to do that chicken. I want to do this little Eskimo girl. I would think about doing that one, but I don't know if I ever will. It just reminds me from when I was a kid, the kind of decorations we had. These are cute, these Santas. They show them here. And then there. Let's see, what else? Tomorrow I'm going to a nursing job fair pattern. So I'm hoping it's time for me to go back to work. My husband said it's time for me to go back to work, so I got to go back to work. I'm hoping to get offered a job, or at least have a good interview or two tomorrow. There's actually two of them, two places that are doing the job fair. So I know Taryn is doing this one right now. She's doing it for her children, her 4 children, and she refers to these as hooker boots. So cute. All right, so that's it with that. Yes, I'm gonna do that. That's one that I want to do. I'm gonna do it for my mother, because see, I had no purpose to have that chicken, but my mom would love it. So even though I want to work to the beach and back, and that is one that I want to do right away, I have all the things for it. I started working on this one, and then we were headed to Utah, and there's just no way I can do this one in the truck. My husband, no, he doesn't drive. There's nothing wrong with his driving. It's the truck. The truck bounces along, and there's just no way I could stitch with that. So I decided that I needed another situational stitching. So here I am, making something that wasn't even on my to-do list. No, I knew I was going to make this video, so why do I not have... Oh, here it is. This was from a little kit. This. It's cute. I've decided I'm going to stitch that one in red and then put beads. And I think... Here's another one. I think what I'm going to do is wait and see what I have in Utah. If I have bigger beads, or if I don't think I have any red sequins. And I want to keep to this theme because I don't want to get too crazy. But I definitely have red beads. I'm going to use red beads in here and here, and in here, and in here, and in here. If I have... I don't know what kind of red beads I have. But if I have some that are slightly different, maybe I'll use different ones from like his buttons to here. We'll see. It looks like he's holding like bells as well. And so I decided I'm going to put tiny little jingle bells on there. So I went ahead and stitched it in with just gingerbread man color. Where I do the red, because I'm going to do a bead, I'm going to go ahead and just stitch it in there when I do. This here, these are his cheeks, and I think I'm going to do a satin stitch. It doesn't call for satin stitch, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Cute, huh? So I'm almost done. I started this on Friday afternoon while we were traveling, and of course I always think I'm going to get more stitching done than I do, but I don't. I just like to look out the window, ooh and ah, play on my phone. And also, what else do I do in the back of that truck? Talk to my dog. I hardly did any stitching while I was there in Utah. We weren't there for very long. My in-laws finally bought some property, and we're going to have a start, and they're going to start building the house. So we kind of were out running around doing those kinds of things, and then going to the farmer's market. And yeah, so we kept ourselves busy. So anyways, that is my situational stitching that I'm like hooked on right now. I promise I will get to the beach and back. This is something that I made and I finished in January. This is a shawl. I know I'll have to show it another time. Because that way I can hold it up and show you, but anyways. It's like what they call a prayer shawl. This was easy to make. I made it on a loom. This is so soft. It hardly took any yarn. It hardly took any yarn at all. I do want to block it because it's curling down here, but honestly, I'm not planning to wear it like a traditional like prayer shawl. I'm gonna put it, probably wear it around my neck, more like a I guess you'd call it like a scarf, but I could wear it now. It is so soft and it's light, and wanted to make something light and airy because then I can wear it all through spring. But you can see where it's curling up on itself, so I definitely want to block it. I just have to learn how to do that, and unfortunately the instructions that were given, and if anybody's curious on where I found it, I will get that information for you. In fact, when I show it to you, there's dog hair. When I show it to you and it's completely done, I will get that. I'll have that information. But the lady who gives the instructions says, watch the video all the way through. And I thought I did, but I didn't. Because had I done that, I would have seen how she was able to do the blocking while it was on the loom. So now I'm going to have to do some yoga for my brain, and I'm going to need to learn how to do blocking with a crochet hook, which I don't know how to crochet, so that looks weird there, right? Anyway, that's it. That's all I've been up to recently. I think I caught you guys up. Yeah, I think that's about it. So, oops, situational stitching. Here we are. Hopefully I'll have this done within the week. I think tomorrow I will start putting, what did I say? Did I say 15 minutes? Or did I say 10? I think I said 15. I'll put 15 minutes in on that on a daily basis, and hopefully then get started with To the Beach and Back. And then there's, oh my goodness. Okay, in one of my videos recently, I was showing a rabbit that I would just take like part of the picture out and just do just part of that rabbit. Not that I have a fascination for rabbits, guys. I really don't. It just so happens that these are the patterns that have been in my face lately. But what was I going to say about it? I have that in the back of my mind, and then I was thinking, you know, what fabric can I use? I was watching Taryn, who is that FlossTuber that is funny. Oh my goodness, you guys I'm sure you all check her out. I'm sure you all watch her. But if you haven't, or you haven't visited her in a while, go watch her. Oh my goodness. But she was talking about how to take that bright green fabric and then coffee or tea dye it. Oh, fabulous idea. So I want to do that and just lightly do it, and then I'm going to stitch that rabbit part on it. So again, with the rabbits, like I said, no, I'm not looking out for rabbits, but I do like springtime. So I love Easter. I think that's my favorite holiday is Easter. And yeah, so the things that I had planned that I would do or that I wanted to do are not the things that I'm doing, but that's okay, right? Because I'm getting this done. So happy. And then once I'm done with this, I'll be willing to pass the stash. So, all right, you guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your comments and your likes. Oh my goodness, you guys are wonderful. I'm having fun looking at Instagram, and I just finally found somebody. I want to say something to her first before I bring it out on here, but I found somebody on Instagram, and at first I'm looking at her stuff going, wow, she's really cute stuff. And I really started, like commenting and hearting and loving all her stuff. And then I'm looking at her little icon, like the little icon for her name, and I'm thinking, that's very familiar. Oh, yes. Okay, Denise. It dawned on me who you are. Oh my goodness, you have the loveliest stuff. So anyways, Sherry, hello. I haven't said hi. Sherry and Sherry. There's Sherry. Was it Sherry Full? And then, of course, my little Miss Texas, Sherry. All right, you guys, take care. Have a wonderful night, wonderful day. Enjoy the weather. I'm getting some rain. And I'll talk at you all later. Bye.